I think for me, one of the feelings I'm experiencing about being around beavers who've been lost on the landscape for 600 years in Britain, coming back, it's a huge honour, it feels, coming back to these habitats that have been created. It feels really exciting, and so the idea of trying to get that into a Chelsea garden and format is a challenge.
We're trying to shrink a beaver landscape into a Chelsea plot. So we're including a hide, some dams, a riparian meadow, we've got a little upland area, and we've got a track across to the hide.
We're working on multi-dimensions of waterways, stages of plant growth, and the engineering of the dams, which the beavers do extremely proficiently. We call them the eco-engineers and keystone species of dramatic change in landscape. This is all last night's work. Like, it's so beautiful. Look, that's a river stone, and this is all wet. So this has all been basically slopped on.
They're incredible engineers, and every time we visit a new beaver site, we see different levels of engineering. So trying to take the key aspects of that, not to get too overwhelmed with it, so that we can show it in all its beauty and also to some degree in its untidiness. In a strange way, we have to sort of, as designers, we have to just move back, be a little bit less intense, a little less worried about how our design looks, and let nature do some of the designing.
So we got to a point in the UK where there was no beavers at all. Probably 600 years ago, the last one was hunted out. And unfortunately, in removing beavers, we removed the very engineers that make our wetlands complex. Now we see the numbers of beavers due to reintroduction projects starting to increase.
The Rewilding Network is a community of landowners, land managers, project managers who are rewilding land and sea. We have to acknowledge that not everyone can be lucky enough to go and visit the beaver areas and beaver projects that we have in Britain at the moment. There's lots that are coming up, more so than there were even a couple of years ago, but not everyone's going to be able to go and see them. So Chelsea gives us the opportunity to bring that awe and wonder to Chelsea visitors.
For me, this whole idea of rewilding our landscapes is just in harmony with what's needed, both to combat the lack of resilience that we have to climate change and also to deal with the extinction problem that we are driving as a human race.
Beavers are nature's rewilders. They're one part of it, and I think once we see the impact beavers can have, hopefully everyone will be inspired to see that rewilding and natural processes is a really important part of our future and our future landscapes. And so I think it's a fantastic opportunity to get that message out to all the visitors to Chelsea so that they can see a little bit of rewilding and maybe be inspired to go and explore it some more.
We will see a much more biodiverse landscape, a much more wildlife-rich landscape, and a landscape that makes space for water.
Gardeners have the potential to make a huge impact, positive impact for nature in the UK. And I think that this is a really exciting collaboration for us, really exciting possibility to bring rewilding to Chelsea.